Hey guys, and welcome to a new movie review. Today we're doing Mitchells vs. the Machines. Let's go. We're going to talk about this backstory on the movie first, which is interesting. Because this movie, if you didn't know, it's on Netflix, right? Well, it's not really a problem. It's a movie that's made by Sony. It's an animated film made by Sony. That's supposed to come out last year. It's supposed to be called Connected. Now, what's the story with this? I know the movie, when it first came out, when it first originally was pitched or whatever, was the first thing they had was Mitchell vs. the Machines, right? And then they changed it to Connected when it was going to come out last year, and I don't know if they changed it back or what the deal was, why they changed it again, but they changed it back to Mitchell vs. the Machines. It's weird. You got one name, change it to this, then change it back to this. To the original name, I'm kind of curious how that goes about, but yeah. And this is an animated movie, and that's basically for the origin, like it was supposed to come out last year, and now it's on Netflix. Don't know why it's on Netflix and not just in theaters, because it's a good movie. I'm actually gonna recommend this highly. Like, this is a must-watch animated movie of this year. I think this is probably gonna be one of the, obviously not counting Disney stuff, I think maybe one of the best animated movies of this year. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's amazing. The art style stuff has a lot of some people from Spider-Verse on it. You can tell it has that feel of like this type of movie, and like this Spider-Verse. This is how I want to do more, because they'll be making a ton of great films if they do. I'm totally down for it. It was freaking fantastic and awesome. So, without further ado, let's get into the actual movie. The movie, like I said, is an animated movie featuring if I can remember the characters' names, I will. It's hard because sometimes I just forget names. If they're not, usually I don't know, just if it's a one-off movie, sometimes I forget names, but you have the girl, who's the main character of this thing, but I can't remember her name. I want to say something with a J, like Junie or something. I can't remember, and it's really bugging me. I'm trying to think on my, Katie, because I remember the commercial, in the commercial where always the dog is there, clicking the dog to lick his face, and the trailer, so it's not spoiling anything, with the little videos, and he's like, damn it, Katie. So yeah, Katie, the main girl, is a person who is very creative. She likes to make movies and videos and stuff. Actually, really good videos, even for me. I'm like, yeah, that's better stuff than I can make. Even though it's different, because it's like, yeah, it's great. I'm like, oh, you made like a whole cop with your dog cop thing with your dog. I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy and looks kind of cool, and looks like the kind of stuff I'd watch on YouTube, so she looks cool. I also like it how these more not like a lot of people she likes to make films and wants to make bigger films. She's starting out like with YouTube, and she wants to go to film school and wants to be big and better, and her dad doesn't really get the whole stuff about doing it. Like, I want you to follow your dreams, and then they don't come through, or they let you down. And they have like an argument eventually. It gets to a point where he breaks the laptop and he has to fix it. And obviously there's a son who's very into dinosaurs, and we have the wife who's trying to tell the dad what, you shouldn't say that. It's like, nope, I'm hinting, wink, wink, nod, don't say that, say this, do this. But they get into a fight because he made a video to before she left. He wanted to show him a goodbye video, and he's like, she doesn't really get it. And my opinion is, yes, I understand where he's coming from, how he doesn't get it, because of the specific video she showed. To me, even if I didn't get it, I would be like, that's cool. I can appreciate it and still like it. But even if maybe I don't understand it, I can appreciate it. But yeah, then they get into a fight. The career breaks. Then they go off to college. She's gonna go off to college the next day. She has plans to meet her friends, everything. And then she gets obviously the plan changed. She was gonna go on a plane, but everything changed. They stop taking the phone. Like, I'm gonna take you on a road trip. We're gonna go on a road trip. We're gonna bond. We're gonna have one more time together and have fun and whole family, and doing this thing, and this guy was like, I'm gonna miss all my friends, we have plans to meet my friends, I got some people here who like the same stuff I do, talk about movies and stuff, because she likes movies, and she likes to make internet content. Right now, she obviously wants to make bigger, better, action movies, but yeah, does not sound like anybody I know. Is in the bunch of weird-ass movies and makes videos online. I don't know anybody like that. Nobody like that at all. But, so yeah. But I think, then after that, obviously they're on the short trip, and there's also throughout the movie, there's reference of this thing called PAL, where there's this guy who's making, basically the next big thing. He had this, thing, almost Siri would help you on your phone, do whatever, and then eventually gets to a point where he makes some new ones, some new, models or whatever, and they're, robots. So yeah, he makes the robots, and then throws out the old one, and we find out the robots actually turn evil. So I like how he says, like, they'll never turn evil, and then they do. It's like, obviously. Then they turn evil and destroy everything, and also shows the Mitchells on the road trip. I'm still gonna say that now. We might get into some spoilers, so just keep in mind I'm gonna explain something up. I'm not gonna explain, like, the ending or some stuff, but yeah, we'll go into it. We get into the, the Mitchells on the road trip, and they do their stuff, like, show stuff of them on the road, and then eventually get to where the robots come and start taking over stuff, and then eventually two of the robots get defected and become good and help them, and they have to and then they have to go on an adventure to kind of stop it, and there's stuff with the family dynamic and all those things, cool. And it's really great. I really did enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think because the rest of it is them going to stop the thing, and we're not going to get into guys. I think spoiler territory. That's all great stuff in this movie. It's great. It's fun. It's one of the best anime movies I've seen this year. I really enjoy it. I think everybody should watch it if you like anime movies. Check it out. Really awesome. And then I would say, like music, the way it looks, everything about this movie is fantastic. Also, I like the main character. Also, one of the main characters, I'm like, yeah, because everybody has this thing where, like, I can relate to this character, and like, in some instances, I'll say yes with this, with making content. I feel like nobody else, like the point where her dad doesn't get her content, I feel like I get that a lot. Like, a lot of some people don't get my content, and that's fine. Like, nobody gets the aspect of, like, making movies and talked about how he likes all these obscure movies and watching and making content online. That kind of sounds like me. Obviously, he wants to go to film, of course, so he wants to make bigger projects like actual movies, but he still has some relevance to me, so I was like, okay, I get some of this stuff, as a person who does some of this stuff as well. Not to the extent of going to college and stuff, because not really for me, but I get it, and it's fun, and yeah. So, yeah, I think that covers everything. I'm trying to think of anything else we missed. When it comes to staying after the credits, now, I watched the credits, like, multiple, usually sometimes that's the credits. At the end, there's, like, I think they do a couple little credits first. I was thinking when the photo book opens up and they'll do a couple things, and then you get, like, a kind of, like, ending scene that happens later. It was kind of cool, and I just want to make sure that so you don't skip that. And, yeah, and then there's another part. So, and then that's it. It's nothing at the end of the movie, that's like after the credits scene or anything. But, yeah, really good, really great. So let's get on to the rating. What do I rate this one? This one was weird because I knew it was going to be good, so I knew it was going to be like probably like an 8. I think it was 8 or 9, but now I'm like, it's a 9 or 10 for me. Like, this is one of my favorite. Sorry for making killer anime movies. I want to give it so much a 10 because I'm like, I could watch this easily again. It was that good. I'm like, I'm going to give it a 10. I am going to give it a 10 because I just would watch this immediately again. Like, I would easily watch this again. Like, it's so, like, I would just go and watch it. Do I think it's a good Spy-Verse? No. I was going to give it a 9, but I feel like when it comes to animated movies that are not anime, or like, you know, stuff like anime, or ones like that, like original ones like this is probably high on the list for animated movies. They're not counting anime, and if we're not counting anime, like cartoon animated movies, like the ones you usually get in America, like you got like the Minions and the Ice Age and all this stuff, Despicable Me and all this stuff, and also kind of it. A lot of these I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to say they're bad because a lot of them I've seen, but I'm like, they don't seem like some stuff I would really maybe enjoy. But this is like animated stuff that's a little more not super too kids friendly, but not like adult. It's like it's a good mix of stuff so anybody can watch and enjoy it, and it's great. I love this. Same as like Spider-Man. It's great. So check it out. I give it a 10. I think it's fucking amazing. Check it out. Yeah, you can always stay epic, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. And also, I forgot to mention, if you've seen this movie, talk about it in the comments. Let's talk about it in the comments down below. And you guys can always, like I said, stay epic. See you in the next video, and I'm knocking on my door. I'll be right there. Let me finish the video. Okay, so like I said, I think I said everything, right? Said everything? Yeah, I still knock. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I mean, you can stop knocking on the door now. Come and hold your horses. I'm coming. Hello? Is anybody here? Hello? Anybody here? Let me guess. Who's up down here?
Hi, bring it, bitch.
Give it off! Give it off! Give it off! Give it off!